This is TechCrunch.
Nvidia becomes the first public company worth $5 trillion. I'm Imran Sheikh, and your Daily Crunch for Thursday starts right now. Bending Spoons, one of Europe's largest mobile app developers, announced on Wednesday that it's agreed to buy AOL from Yahoo, which is backed by private equity giant Apollo. Bending Spoons says it has secured a $2.8 billion debt financing package to support the purchase. The acquisition is expected to close by the end of the year and is subject to closing conditions and regulatory approvals. AOL is an iconic, beloved business that's in good health, has stood the test of time, and we believe has unexpressed potential, said Bending Spoons CEO and co-founder Luca Ferrari in a press release. The news doesn't come as a surprise, as Reuters reported earlier this month that Yahoo was in talks to sell AOL to Bending Spoons for around $1.4 billion. Wednesday's news signals a new chapter for AOL, which was once one of the most recognized brands on the internet, known for its email service and, of course, the You've Got Mail notification. Now, AOL has had several owners over the past decades. It was owned by Time Warner from 2001 to 2009, and then by Verizon Communications from 2015 to 2021. The acquisition marks Bending Spoons' latest purchase in a string of other American brands like Vimeo, Evernote, Meetup, and more. General Motors is laying off thousands of workers across multiple electric vehicle and battery plants in the U.S., according to multiple outlets. Around 1,200 employees at the company's EV factory in Detroit, Michigan, are being placed on indefinite layoff. Further cuts and temporary layoffs are being made at GM's Ultium Cells battery factories in Ohio and Tennessee. GM will also idle those battery factories starting on January 5th, according to the Wall Street Journal, with plans to resume production in the middle of 2026. The job cuts come just a few days after GM announced layoffs to some of its white-collar workforce and announced a $1.6 billion hit as it reworks its electric vehicle plans. GM also recently ended its Bright Drop commercial electric van program. The company and many of its rivals are pushing EVs less in the United States after the loss of the federal tax credit and the loosening of regulatory restrictions on internal combustion vehicles. The biggest beneficiary of the ongoing AI boom, Nvidia, has become the first public company to pass the $5 trillion market cap milestone. The company's shares rose more than 5.6% on Wednesday to as much as $212.19 on the back of news on Wednesday that U.S. President Donald Trump said he expects to discuss the company's Blackwell chips with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Thursday. Investors are also likely stoked by Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang's comments on Tuesday that the company expects $500 billion in AI chip sales and that it is building 7 new supercomputers for the U.S. in areas like security, energy, and science that will require thousands of Nvidia GPUs. The company also said on Tuesday that it had invested $1 billion in Nokia and would use some of its products to enable communication service providers to launch AI-native 5G advanced and 6G networks on Nvidia platforms. Now, the milestone comes just 3 months after Nvidia became the first company to cross the $4 trillion milestone. Its stock has surged more than 50% so far this year, buoyed by seemingly insatiable demand for its graphics processing units, which are being used widely in data centers for training large language models, inference, and more. NVIDIA's GPUs are valuable because they're scarce, and by trading them directly into an ever-inflating data center scheme, NVIDIA is making sure they stay that way. With a market cap of $5 trillion, NVIDIA is now worth more than the aggregated stock markets of all countries, apart from the United States, China, and Japan. And that's your Daily Crunch. Today's stories were reported by Aisha Malik, Sean O'Kane, Ivan Mehta, and more awesome TechCrunch journalists. We'll see you here tomorrow, same tech time, same Crunch channel, and until then, find us at TechCrunch.com.